points in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially on the field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
A give left side for Benson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
And the Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Another run here with Benson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This 2nd and 4. A give up the middle with Benson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Great, set. On anyone, King, Bill King. Delta.
From the gun, it's Hurts. To the left side, he's got the tight end Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to DK. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw here, Herbert. 5 yards on first down, and now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, go lion. Set. Set.
They snap it to Herbert, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No touch.
On first down, it's Benson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And let's go.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Benson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
No touch. No touch.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Caught here, right side, Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second down and 3.
Miami. Good. Set. No touch.
They'll go again with Benson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Good. Set. No touch.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brashard Smith, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Go line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
59.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Bills first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now the common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Henderson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
14.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half. And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheets and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? On first down, it's Henderson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating. Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Up the middle, here's Henderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one. Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They run over center with Benson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Down to the 42, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
set. Round left, Yanni. I don't hear what happened.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you when you're taking charge?
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Smith. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to make it a 2-score game. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. A gain of 12.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Herbert now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Man open is Robinson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Go. Here's first and goal.
That's another Bills. First down.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Touchdown! Chimere Dike. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
21.
And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Quay Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Throwing, Herbert. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now Hurts changing up the play. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 44.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. On the handoff, Benson running right. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Jets are going to win the football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator.